In a world often dominated by big names and bustling metropolises, there exist hidden gems waiting to be discovered. Nestled away from the glare of the spotlight, these 12 underrated countries beckon with promises of affordability and security, offering a haven for those seeking a different kind of adventure. From the misty highlands of South America to the sun-kissed shores of Southeast Asia, each destination holds its own unique charm and allure. So, pack your bags and prepare to embark on a journey beyond the ordinary, where the cost of living is low and the sense of safety is high. Welcome to the world of hidden treasures, where dreams of an idyllic life become a reality. Czech Republic, wedged in between Austria, Germany, Slovakia, and Poland, the Czech Republic sits in between Eastern and Western Europe. It is a country that is well developed, like Western Europe, but cheap like Eastern Europe. The Czech Republic is an amazing country to move to because it has a very low crime rate, a strong international community, and an affordable cost of living. Living and working here makes it convenient and easy to travel around Europe, and there are lots of volunteer positions in Czech Republic and paid jobs available. You can explore Prague while volunteering in an amazing hostel as a housekeeper or being a kitchen hand in another one. Or maybe you prefer to volunteer on a farm with horses. Bulgaria. This beautiful country in Eastern Europe is often overlooked by travelers. But it has stunning mountains, historic cities and towns, hearty food and drinks, cheap shopping and living expenses, and super-friendly locals. Bulgaria is one of the safest and cheapest places to live in the world, especially in Europe. Europe can be quite expensive, but everything in Bulgaria is affordable. The capital city is a great place to start, and there are lots of fun things to do in Sofia. After getting to know the capital, venture out to continue exploring this amazing country by doing a work exchange program in Bulgaria. Help with an organic garden and recycling projects. Be a volunteer in a Dogs and Go or meet people from all over the world in this amazing hostel. Albania is one of the most underrated countries in Europe. Albania has lots to love. With a warm Mediterranean climate and landscape and a lack of many tourists, Albania is a gorgeous place to live. It's also very affordable and easy to get around. There are a few Worldpackers work exchanges in Albania here as well, which will allow you to live and work alongside locals so you can learn about their country and lifestyle. You can volunteer on a boat, work in a hostel, be a web developer, or volunteer at an eco-village. Portugal. Definitely one of the cheapest and safest places to live in the world, Portugal is very popular among people leaving the US to move abroad. Transportation is very sophisticated and easy to use all over Portugal, and you can travel cheaply around the country by train or bus. Shopping at the local markets is very affordable, and the culture is very warm and welcoming. You can indulge in fresh seafood, Portuguese treats, and delicious wine without spending a fortune. This is a cheaper alternative to other countries in Western Europe like France or the UK. Worldpackers has top hosts in Portugal, like this position in a guest house, where you would live in a quiet place in nature to slow down a little, and this friendly hostel in Lisbon. Panama. Panama is another country in Central America that is one of the cheapest and safest places to live. It isn't as cheap as its other neighboring countries like El Salvador or Nicaragua, but it is generally much safer. Panama has a very multicultural community full of students, travelers, expats, and locals. There are plenty of places to volunteer around the country as well. Volunteering in Panama will help you connect with locals, which will help you stay safe. If there are locals that you trust, they will make sure you know the best ways to live in their country. Consider doing digital media for an NGO, doing woodworking for a permaculture project, or tutoring locals in English. Mexico, with a diverse landscape and a vibrant local culture. Mexico is an easy place to move to from the USA because it's so close. A quick flight or drive from the USA will bring you to this country full of beaches, coral reefs, ancient ruins, forests, mountains, lakes, farms, small villages, and big cities. Mexico has a wide variety of temperatures and climates and things to see and do, so you'll never get bored living here. Local food and transport around the country are very cheap as well, so you can live here affordably. Save money in Mexico by working in a hostel, working as a handyman, teaching English, or working at an animal sanctuary. Malaysia is a very well-developed country in Southeast Asia. Costs are low, crime is low, healthcare and infrastructure are good. and there are lots of immigrants and expats living in Malaysia. There is a strong international community and a low cost of living, making it one of the safest and cheapest places to live in Asia. And with a warm climate and lots of natural beauty, Malaysia can feel like a dream. Make sure to check out Worldpacker's volunteering programs in Malaysia, where you can help writing content, painting and decorating and gardening. Vietnam. If you want to live abroad and teach English, Vietnam is an amazing place to go. With dramatic natural landscapes, historic towns and villages, and lots of cheap, delicious local food, Vietnam has everything you need to live on a budget. There are a huge number of schools in Vietnam as well, so there are lots of teaching opportunities. On the Worldpackers website, there are over 100 volunteer positions available in Vietnam. You can volunteer with kids who have autism, teach English to locals at a homestay, or help kids with dance, art, and music. You can teach English to children in the mountains or in the famous Ha Long Bay. There are so many options. Uruguay. Do we know Uruguay for anything other than a football team? This modest country is overshadowed by Argentina and Brazil, but South American tourists and some discerning ones from the US appreciate its safety, organization, friendliness, cowboy culture, and many unassuming delights. Tell me more. Capital Montevideo, small but arty and progressive, is full of crumbling Art Deco and modernist buildings. Head east for great beaches. Punta del Este is Uruguay's glitzy Gold Coast. Jose Ignacio, quiet and chic. Inland, farm stays on the Pampas offer a taste of the gaucho life. Don't miss Colonia del Sacramento, whose cobbled UNESCO-listed Old Town was founded by the Portuguese. Spend a happy day browsing boutiques and small museums, admiring vintage cars, walking to the lighthouse, and relaxing over cocktails on a patio. Make it happen. LATAM flies from Sydney via Santiago to Montevideo, or you can be in Uruguay an hour out of Buenos Aires. Driving is relaxed, so rent a car. Uruguay is ranked the safest country in Latin America. Oman. Why would I go there? The admirably low-key, comparatively tolerant Gulf state doesn't have the glitz of the Emirates, but maintains its heritage and traditional culture and has a laid-back lifestyle. Spectacular mountain, desert, and coastal scenery culminates on the Musanum Peninsula, which has been likened to Norway's fjords, albeit a rather hot, barren version. Tell me more. Muscat, with its 16th century forts, Humongous Grand Mosque, striking modern Islamic architecture, and buzzing souks, is a pleasant introduction. Then escape to ancient city Nizwa and into the high Hajar Mountains for spectacular hikes and four-wheel drive exploration. Bidia in the desert is popular for camping, dune bashing, and lovely wadis. For accommodation, Anantara, the luxury hotels and resorts brand, operates two highly rated though pricey properties in Oman near Nizwa and Salalah, the southern coastal city. Don't miss Oasis, Town Bahla, southwest of Muscat, with its World Heritage Fortress, mud houses, and souk selling pottery and rugs, all enfolded in battlemented walls. Nearby 17th century Jabreen Castle is also worthwhile. Make it happen. Emirates, Etihad, and Qatar Airways fly to Muscat from Australia. October-March is the best season. Public transport is poor. Best use a guide driver or join a tour. Armenia. Why would I go there? For sumptuous mountain landscapes, ancient culture, Armenia was the first officially Christian country, some of the world's oldest vineyards, and the hospitable people. Armenia remains uncrowded, although tourist numbers have increased 15% annually for the last decade. Tell me more. Graceful capital. Yerevan is 2,800 years old, so check out the museums before enjoying the buzzing restaurant and bar scene. Then, get out to trek in Dilijan National Park, or the Lesser Caucasus, where you'll find the country's holiest site, Khor Virap Monastery, and the fabulously gorge-perched Tatev and Naravank monasteries. Palau, this tiny, chilled-out Pacific Republic east of the Philippines, consists of the main island Koror and an archipelago of other marvelously spectacular limestone and volcanic islands soaked in turquoise and neon blue lagoons. Incredible underwater life makes Palau a fabulous snorkel and dive destination. Tell me more. Blue Corner, German Channel, and Engemelis Drop-Off are ranked among the world's best dive sites, and waters are studded with 60 shipwrecks. Kayaking here is beyond beautiful. Sightseeing on land is mostly about World War II remnants, including memorials, bunkers, and rusting tanks and aircraft, slowly being enveloped by jungle. Don't miss uninhabited Ailmalk Island, where schools of harmless golden jellyfish migrate across a lake daily. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.